Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Rome B. Rome B talking. Rome B talking on all the social medias. Please like, please subscribe. Please go find your boy. I post some extra content, pictures, and just everyday stuff on there. I got I drive a Mustang. I got a truck. I do a little custom stuff to it. I talk my shit and do little reviews every now and then. It ain't really too much going on during COVID, so people watching TV, people working on their business. I commentate, you know what I'm saying, give my little funny opinions, or just show y'all some fly shit every now and then, you know what I mean? Check out the shirt. Boys in the Hood, got your boy Ice Cube, mean mugging. I'm sure, y'all fuck with that. Boys in the Hood on the sleeve. Got some shoes right here. I think they match. I just don't like that teal, but you got the purple gold with the white on it, you know what I mean? Or you got something like this. The brown browns. The brown browns match, man. The brown browns match. But anyway, on this December 19th, 2020, we almost done with this year, y'all. The movie Maya Rainey's Black Bottom. Let's get into it. It was a pretty good movie. I ended up watching it last night. Tell y'all what I think, man. It was supposed to be a movie about blues singer Maya Rainey and her band in Chicago in the 1920s. But it really wasn't, in my opinion. It was more about Chadwick Boseman and his character. I think his name was Lenny or something like that. But Viola Davis played the star. She played Maya Rainey. Chadwick Boseman played one of the members in the band. He played the trumpet. You had your boy from I know him from Walking Dead. He the black dude with the beanie. He always, like he cold. He was in there. They had your boy Glenn Turman. I'm not sure if y'all know who that is, but they had him did up like the dude from Django. He was in there looking like the boy from Django. It's Candyland. They had him looking like him, man. He was in there. A couple other people. I don't know who the other people was, but it basically was her story. It was her coming from, I want to say, the South, going to the North back in the 1920s. She was a singer, and she basically was just trying to make a song. It literally was just about one song. The title of the movie was called Black Bottom, and that was the name of the song. It sounded like a 1920s like city girl type vibe, because Black Bottom was actually about her ass. And she was saying she was about that paper. She was not trying to get with no dude that wasn't trying to give her that paper, that money. And if you get that money, you can get that black bottom. It's basically my opinion of what the song was about. But it was her recording it, and it was kind of like some racial tension where, like in the beginning, she came from the South to the North. And, right off the bat, I guess she got into some kind of accident right outside the studio. White cop comes, blames her immediately. She gets into some kind of altercation with the guy. The producers, like I said, it's right outside the studio. Producers come out or whatever, they stop it. But basically, dude was about to put them hands on her. She yelling at the dude. It's all white people. It's a very intense situation. But the dude was like, look, walk the guy over there, talk to him. He let him go, man. Ain't shit changed in, the last 60-some years. That's pretty much the way the shit go nowadays. But, it is what it is. But after that happens, it really just gets into the story of Chadwick Boseman. So Chadwick Boseman is supposed to be this musician. He trying to put a twist on it. You know what I mean? His whole thing is, what y'all doing is like some old school, man. It's basically like a young cat talking about he want to sound like Young Thug, and they out there sounding like, cool in the game. You know what I mean? Like, he like, look, we need to switch it up, put a little twang on it, put a couple steps into it or whatever, and get it popping, man. Chadwick played a great role in that. You could tell, like, this was supposed to be, I guess, his last movie that he did before he died, or, before he got really, really ill to where he couldn't do it. You see, my man was kind of slamming there, R.I.P. Chadwick. But I enjoy his role. I enjoy what he did, because really he was trying to, I guess, prove who he was. He kept going off to the side to the producer, like, man, look, I'm writing some stuff. I'm trying to get this done, And they eventually, we find out they wasn't really fucking with him. Spoiler alert, but he played a good role. He told some stories, you know what I mean? He told some stories about the racism, because, like I said, it was supposed to be the story of Maya, what's her name? Maya Rainey, but it really ended up being like a story about Chadwick Boseman, Lenny, his character, and the band, and their relationship with him. and I guess he was like the younger guy. Everybody in there was kind of old, you know, and they was just hating on your boy, you know, like. Let me tell you about haters, man. When you really trying to do your thing and you out here showing some kind of talent and you like, man, trying to go against the grain, you will find these people that's just like, man, stay in your lane, you know, stick to football, stick to music, stick to what you're doing, you know what I mean? And they were not trying to hear my dude at all. And they never really said if Lenny was good. You know, we heard some shit he was doing, and it's a saying where he ended up, you know, messing around with Maya Rainey's, I guess, girl or whatever, because Maya Rainey was, I guess she was gay, I guess, or something like that, but she had a girl there, and they was hugged up, kissing, doing anything. So I guess the understanding was that was her girl, you know what I mean? And Lenny basically took the opportunity when she presented it to go holler at her, get on or whatever. They had Lenny sitting at the piano. He was trying to make a song, man, listen to me. I don't know if they were trying to say it was a good song. It was not slapping. Lenny was singing, he had like a little chord, but it wasn't hitting. Lenny had the steps, you did what I'm saying, but he can blow the trumpet, but I don't know about if them songs was hitting. Because eventually, the producer dude was like, he was like, Lenny, nobody want this bullshit, man. He was like, ain't nobody come to see you. Oh, he hit him with the temptation, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Classic line. And Lenny got mad, man. Lenny got pissed. He stabbed Django. You know, he got fired. Lenny was going through it, man. And nobody wanted to hear his music, but shout out to Lenny. Lenny was a good character. He played that role like a mug, and I fuck with it. Overall, I think the movie was straight. Once again, it is not a movie about Maya Rainey. Maya Rainey is the center of focus of the movie, but if you're going into it to see something kind of like the Madam C.J. Walker movie, where it was like an in-depth story, where it was like, this is where she started, this is what she did, this is what she became, this all the shit she had. It's not like that at all. It's literally them trying to make one song, and it's them practicing for the song. It's them, you know, trying to figure out what they want. Maya Rainey wanted a Coca-Cola, like that was a huge thing in the movie. She got all the way up there, you know. She was like, y'all did all this, y'all brought me up here, y'all brought my band. He's like, all I want is a damn 5-cent Coca-Cola, and y'all can't even do that. And the white man was like, you know what I mean? You know, fuck your Coke. But eventually I ended up getting her a Coke, man. That was a very pivotal scene. If y'all have seen it, y'all know what I'm talking about. What else? It really wasn't too much to the movie, man. It was a lot of just great points. I don't think it was necessarily like a story per se of like a beginning, middle, end. It literally was just a specific day or so of some shit happening, and you know, the different things that happened during that day. Once again, the end of the movie, once again, the movie was, like I said, not completely about Maya Rainey, but it was more about the character Lenny. Lenny was basically trying to prove his point. He was trying to prove that he was the man, and that them older dudes had no idea what they was talking about, and they couldn't compete. And eventually that turned out to Lenny being fired, Lenny basically getting into a bunch of arguments, and Lenny telling like this crazy story about his pops. Because once again, the time frame of this movie is like 1927. In New York, I want to say they up in Harlem. That's my understanding of what it was. And you know, it was the story, he told a story of his pops basically killing some dudes that I guess attempted to rape or did rape, or like did something like that to his mom, you know, his pops' wife. And basically he was saying like, yo, y'all sitting up there hating on me, because they was hating. They was hitting him with the jokes. They was hitting him with the hate. They was telling that he wasn't shit. They was telling him to sit him down. Lenny was keeping the jokes coming. Lenny had some great comeback. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever his writer was great, because old boy he said something about a fool, and he was like, man, that's the best thing you done said all day. Saying that you a fool, man. I'm glad that you admitting that. And the dude had no comeback for that shit. You know, it was a great one-liner, you know. But once again, he told this story about his pops killing these white guys. And I don't want to tell the story, but long story short, he was a child. Some white guys found his mama, did some shit, and Pops found out about it, you know. And he basically said, you know, he did what he had to do. as far as removing his mom and his child from that situation. They end up getting away. I'm not gonna say what they did, but Pops came back around, man, like in the nighttime, man, and hunted them dudes down, man, and put that work in on them. You know what I mean? And ended up. I'm not gonna say what happened, but that story was great because it fucked everybody up. I think that was a pivotal point of them hating on Lenny, and Lenny like, man, please don't try me. He's like, I got jokes. I'm a youngster. I play this trumpet. You know what I mean? I'll be bullshitting and ha and kikiing with y'all. But real talk, like, y'all do not want these problems. And your boy who looked like Django found that out at the end of the movie when he put that jail cell shank to him, and he gave him that slice game. You know what I mean? And dude perished away very, very quickly. He was old. He was an older guy. He hit him with the knife. That nigga was down for the count like immediately. It wasn't even like a quick boop, boop, boop. It was just he was done. You know what I mean? They never told us what happened. We never found out what happened to Lenny after that situation. I'm assuming Lenny went to jail. You know what I mean? He was in a white man's studio during the 1920s. Stabbed the dude. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he went to jail. We never really found out what happened with the song. I'm assuming the song came out because we heard it. You know what I mean? We know that she wrote it, but it ended with this group. I don't want to keep saying a white group, like I'm racist or something like that, but it was literally an entirely brand new group in the studio at the end of the movie, and they were singing a song that Maya Rainey basically was performing. I don't know if it was her song or whatever, but she was basically having her song re-recorded by that group. And, it's easy to say they were an easier group to deal with, because I mean, I'm guessing they were. They weren't a black band, a black group from the South coming to the North, in the 1920s. It was a full orchestra at the end. They had the shit going, They recorded the song. It was a one take. Wasn't nobody complaining. Ain't nobody want no coke. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have as many problems, wasn't as many arguments. They literally recorded the song. Boom, we done. They had the nigga up there orchestrating. Because, I don't know if anybody paid attention to this, but the producer was actually downstairs when the white band was recording. But when the black group was recording, this motherfucker was upstairs. He was like upstairs in like the little booth and shit, like, talking to his homie, like, God, blah, 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 like complaining about him or whatever. But it is what it is. It's a story in the 1920s. It deals with a lot of situations of racism. At one point, like I said, the Coca-Cola thing was a big deal. Two of the band members went to the store. They walked in. It was about 30 people inside this little bitty ass corner store, and they was all white and they was all mean mugging. And they never really talked about that situation. Eventually, they came back. It took them a long time to come back. I'm sure something racist happened in that situation, but they just let you know, hey, this is what was going on, and this is probably the reason why Maya Rainey's crew, kind of had the anger, and the disdain for the white people, because it was a lot of the white man this, the white man that during that story, and I completely understand, because if that's your problem, man, you got to call it what it is. You got to tell them what it is. And another big takeaway that I took away from this movie was just Maya Rainey's mentality towards that situation, because once again, she was a female, she was gay, she was on the bigger side, you know what I mean, and she had an attitude, and she was not taking no mess off of nobody, and she basically had this mentality of, I understand what sells, I understand what they want, I understand why they deal with me, with me being who I am and acting the way I am. And she was like, listen, it has nothing to do with me. Once they have what they need, you're not going to hear from me again. They're not going to fuck with me. These people are very pleasing. They're very happy to see me. They're very like, we'll do anything for you. But once they get what they want, they are out the door. And I'm sure a lot of people, if you lived any kind of life, can understand where she's coming from. Be it relationships, be it friendships, be it jobs, be it business, you know what I mean? It is one of those things where you have to understand your own value. You have to understand what it is that you're selling and how to monetize that and how to get what you want while they're getting what they want, man. Because everybody has to win. The best deals, if any gurus, anybody there, the best deals are win-win situations when you can win and they can win. It's a give and take. You give up a little bit, they give up a little bit, and everybody's happy. But that's my video, man. Hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all have a blessed Saturday, man. Get out there and do something enjoyable. Christmas coming up. Buy some gifts for everybody that you know, man. Tell them you love him. Holla at your boy. Please comment. Please like and subscribe. Still working on my pictures. I like this. I don't know if it's backwards, but it's going to say Rome across the top. It's going to say B, Talkin. I'm going to put one of my logos for my shirt right there. And I might do like some little cool shit around it, man. I'm going to paint it up. And this is going to be one of my little art pieces I'm going to put in the background once I get done with it. But once again, love y'all. Rome be talking. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe, man. Y'all have a great day.